Hi everyone, how are we? Just doing our weekly readings. I am doing a bit of a different format today. We are going to be doing the air signs all in one video today. Okay, so there will be timestamps in the description box if you are looking for those. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate all that support. It really does mean the world to me. We will be starting off with a collective message and then moving over Gemini, then Libra, then Aquarius. Okay, but like I said, I will have the timestamps in the description. This week for the collective message, I will be using the Healing Light Oracle cards. And then as we move through the individual signs, I am using the Healing Light Lenormand as well as the Sweet the Sweet Love Tea Oracle. Okay, so we'll get straight into it, starting off with the collective air sign reading. Okay, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Collective message for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, please. Okay, so we have firstly the unflinching card. I am steadfast in the face of fear. I accept the challenge calmly. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. So very important for you this week, air signs, to be calm. Okay, there may be some stuff going on that is challenging your calm zen. Okay, it is a challenge for you this week to think before you act and to react in a calm, collected manner. That is kind of coming through as a bit of a challenge for you this week. So, steadfast in the face of fear. So, fear can be quite a lot of different things here. I'm sort of picking up that for a lot of you, this has got to do not with out and out fear, but reactive energy. Okay, that it's kind of like, I really want to get my point across, and you're fearful that someone's not understanding you, those sorts of things. So you're reacting very quickly, but it's very important for you to be calm, because then you're going to get that point across, much more clearly and, make it make sense kind of thing. We do also have fidelity coming through here for the air signs. I am committed to my mind, heart, and will. I am committed to fulfilling the needs of my soul. I believe in myself, in God, and in the universe. So having faith, being very committed to yourself, to having faith that, you can do this, you can face this challenge this week, okay? I do feel as though there is a specific challenge that a lot of you are going to be facing this week. So as we move through, we'll have a look and see what that challenge may be for the individual signs. Okay, so we'll start off with Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Important message for Gemini this week, please. What does Gemini need to know this week? So your challenge that you're going to be facing this week, it does feel once again like that challenge, Gemini. Firstly, we have the crossroads. Okay, so it's coming in the form of a choice or a decision that you're needing to make this week, and that's where that fear is coming through, because you're going to sort of be having to decide which direction you're moving here. Am I going to go this way, or am I going to go this way? We do have the letter coming through here as well. So for a lot of you, this has got to do with some sort of paperwork, a decision involving paperwork, contracts, those sorts of things. Okay, for some of you, it's that commitment energy. Once again, the commitment to a certain level of communication. It is the main communication card here. You're choosing, do I commit to this or do I commit to that? And it's very, very heavily needing a lot of strong communication for you this week. We do see the feminine energy coming through here as well, Gemini. I'm just wanting to clarify whether that is somebody else connected to this choice or whether that is advice for our Geminis, please. Clarify the feminine energy for Gemini. So we have that clarified by the dog here, Gemini. So this is most likely somebody around you. I'm still picking up that for a couple of you that this is that fidelity to yourself, because the dog really does talk about loyalty. You know, it is the friendship card. So it could be a friend of yours, very close friend, I feel, for those of you that you kind of consider part of yourself anyway. But for so others of you, this is yourself, and that fidelity, that loyalty to yourself, being a friend to yourself first and foremost. So really needing to take on board the emotional component here. You know, really stopping. That's why we're needing to be calm here while we're making this decision, because we are really needing to come through with some understanding and compassion for sort of both sides of the coin here. Which side is going to, you know, foster my commitment to myself the strongest, which decision is, you know, the one that I would feel more emotionally attached to, loyal to here. Which decision feels like a commitment I'm ready to say yes to. You know, I do feel as though for a lot of you, the more that you face this very calmly, rather than rushing on in and making a decision, you know, sitting back and really thinking it through and really working out what is actually going to suit you the best in the long term here, what is actually you being more loyal to yourself, and you know, for some of you to your close friends or family as well, needing to be taken into consideration with that. For some of you, with that communication card there, it may be you know, referencing talking this decision through with some close friends or family. If you do have some people that are very, very close to you, that, you know, any big decision you make for your life may affect those people, it may be very important to talk it through with those people before you're actually going ahead and making that decision. I do just sort of feel here, if you rush in and make this decision without that calmness and that calmness of really assessing your emotional self and being very understanding and compassionate to your truth, I do feel as though your initial choice, the choice that you sort of initially jump to, that may be the wrong choice for you. And once you actually slow down and assess properly, you may understand why that is the wrong choice. What exactly is this choice regarding for Gemini, please? Can you let us give us a clue on what exactly this will be about for Gemini? We have the clouds here. So this could be a mental health decision, because the clouds does talk about anxiety, overthinking, those sorts of things. It is the card of thoughts. So for some of you, it may be something that's been on your mind for quite a while. Like I am picking up for a couple of you here, it's definitely a work thing, like moving for work or starting a new position, taking on a new role, you know, taking on more hours, those sorts of things. You know, maybe even changing companies and that sort of stuff. I'm just picking that up there. It's a very sort of, it's kind of, because it's coming through here that the decision feels as though the choice itself is a logical, rational choice, but you are needing to assess it from your emotional self. So you're kind of being asked to, you know, be committed to both your mind and your heart to work out, you know, a balanced decision here, rather than rushing on in and making the logical choice, because the logical, rational choice may not actually be the best one for you. Okay, so I'm kind of picking up just as an example here that, you know, if you're being offered a position at a you know, at a job, for an example here, that if you were to your initial rush would be, oh, well, I'm going to go for the higher pay job and take that position. Whereas when you actually slow down and stop and think about it, there's actually other benefits that, you know, the other is giving you that the higher paying one is not. So in the long run, the other benefits outweigh the extra dollar a week, you know. So I'm just sort of getting that as a bit of an example here. All right, so that's what we're seeing for you with that. Gemini, we'll quickly check in for, love messages for you. This sweet love tea oracle, very, it's got lots of messages coming through with this all over the place here. So we'll have a look and see what Gemini needs to know this week in regard to love. Gemini, what does Gemini need to know this week in regard to love? Gemini, love and romance for our Geminis. Oh, I just, my device is up a bit, so I'm sorry if there's a bit of a lag. Won't be a sec, I'll see if I can fix that. Sorry about that, Gemini. I hope that has fixed that little glitch. That's why I'm trying this different format this week, because I'm having some issues with my device. So hopefully we can work it out. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Two more for Gemini with love and romance. Strong roots coming through firstly here. So what you can see straight away, that does it's got the strong energy of that friendship energy, talking things through with friends. I think that's just supporting, that relying on those strong bonds to really help you make any choices that you need to make this week. Building a foundation of trust with somebody, faithful, friends first. Okay, so my intuition of that being about friends rather than love was correct. It does say the words friends first on that. So making sure you are considering their opinions and advice when it comes to any decisions you're making this week. Okay. We do see harmony coming through for you, Gemini, a very strong, beautiful energy, being in tune with each other and getting along, a good rapport, easy going. Okay. So a lot of harmony for love at the moment. And even just within your own self, even if you're single, Gemini, that's, just finding that calm, that peace, that harmony just within yourself, and approaching love in a very sort of calm, harmonious manner, being in tune with the idea of love for yourself at the moment. We do have unlock happiness coming through. Be vulnerable and open yourself to real love. Chance, free and exposed. Okay? Being vulnerable, opening up to love. Oh, what a beautiful energy there, Gemini. I really like that for you. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Gemini. You're more than welcome to check out any other strong placements that you do have, your moon sign, rising, Venus as well, any other strong placements you may have. And we will, subscribe to the channel as well, guys. I do really appreciate that. And we will move on over to our Libra. Okay, Libra, messages for Libra. What does Libra need to know this week, please? What does Libra need to know this week? Why does Libra need to know about this? Why does Libra need to know about this week, please? And I'm definitely seeing that fear coming through in your message today, Libra. I just want to see if it's justified, because that collective message. We had the unflinching. I am steadfast in the face of fear. I accept the challenge calmly. And we did have that fidelity card as well. Is Libra's fear justified? Is Libra's fear justified here, please? Don't hate the messenger, Libra. Please don't hate the messenger, Libra. Firstly, I have the child. Okay. Coming through with the ring and the house. So we're looking at a family unit situation here, Libra. It's got to do with this child. There's a child in the energy. I feel like for a lot of you, this is an actual child. For others of you, there may be issues around immaturity and new beginnings within commitments. Secure, like the house is about family, secure commitments. We have cycles of security and safety. Patterns, immature patterns, new cycles, kind of beginning here within the family unit. I do feel like for majority of you, this is family unit based. Okay. For some of you, maybe one or two of you, if you are not part of a family unit as such, because you're going to know, yeah, that if you are a family unit resonates for you or not. If you are a family unit, we're going to talk about that. If you are not a family unit, we're looking at a new cycle beginning with your inner security and stability, like your place in the world. And it's a new cycle starting for you. So if you don't have a child, you don't have a family unit per se, we're looking at your inner security, the things that make you feel stable in this world. Because it's coming through as home, what feels like home to you. For some people, home might be the actual family unit. It may be your work. It may be your friendship groups. But it's kind of like a new pattern, a new cycle beginning here. For those of you who do not have a child or a family unit. I am strongly picking up, though, on the family unit, because I am seeing a child here, and I'm also seeing a partner. Okay, because for those of you who are a family unit and you do have a partner and a child, like I said, this seems to be mostly based upon your fear, Libra, rather than, there's a little bit of actuality coming through here, but it's very fear-based rather than reality-based. Because for those of you who are in a family unit, you're strengthening your commitment to your child, to your family unit. You're having a new beginning with commitments to the family in some kind of way, responsibilities to try to make this family unit more stable, more secure in the long term. Okay, so, but the reason that it's kind of insecure for you personally, Libra, at this time is this fear here of, and I feel like for majority of you, this is your partner, okay, with the mice here, the masculine, the mice, as well as the fox. Someone, it's kind of like your partner and yourself are feeling very separate entities. You're kind of fearful because you're noticing that your partner is acting very independently, and you're fearful that you've lost them. For some of you, you're out and out fearful that there's some fidelity issues with this partner as well. I don't feel like that is the actual case here. I feel like this is more so an opportunity. It's a challenge. Okay, it's steadfast in the face of fear. So facing these fears as a challenge calmly. Because if you fly off the handle, Libra, this becomes more likely to be the truth after the fact. And you're not able to strengthen that commitment. And the relationship stays insecure. If we want to secure this relationship, this family unit, and strengthen this family unit, we need to see this as an opportunity to strengthen the family unit long term, okay, and to be more intimate on an emotional, vulnerable level with our partner, with our family unit. Okay, we have the key and the lily there. So for some of you, I am picking up really strongly that a lot of you are really concerned about this, and you're really worried about this, and I'm kind of seeing things not necessarily for what they are. You're seeing into things just a little bit too much here. You're reading into things, and your mind is taking you in the wrong direction. Okay, because I don't actually feel as though this person is actually being in like infidelity. I don't feel there's actual infidelity here. I feel like this is a challenge to face your fear about that, and to face and have those deep conversations, and get closer to each other, and find your strength to get through this together, to recommit to each other here, to strengthen and have a new beginning within with the commitment to your partner, to your family, to your home, and to face this calmly and logically, rather than allowing your emotions to take hold and sweep you off down this path of, they must be doing this, they must be doing that, because they are I'm just feeling like this person, and it feels like I said, your partner, regardless of gender as well, okay, guys, it does feel like you're they're stressed, and they've been sort of very aloof and acting very independently. They may have been doing things without sort of talking it through with you, or they've just been sort of seemed very guarded lately. It's because they're stressed, okay? And for some of you, there's a loss in their past that they're not dealing with properly, okay? They still haven't dealt with a loss that they've suffered in the past, and I'm feeling that's more along the line of like a falling out with a friend, a falling out with a family member, or the actual loss of somebody from the world here. And it's just this person, they're trying to survive. Honestly, Libra, they're just trying to survive, and that's the only way they kind of know how. So that's why this is your challenge, because you're needing to come in and give them options and show them that they can be vulnerable with you, that you're here to strengthen this connection long term, okay? That you can face this challenge with them, not against them. Because if you're coming in, non-calmly, this person's just going to run away from, it's going to make things worse. It's going to increase the issues here. Whereas this is your opportunity to strengthen the securities between you and this person, between the family unit. Okay? So pretty specific kind of message there. Like I said, for some of you, this could relate to just within your own self and your own sense of security and finding a little bit more security within your own self. You're sort of maturing. You're finding yourself maturing and able to sort of take care of yourself in a much more logical way here as well. But also needing to remember to be very vulnerable and open to options, open to opportunities for those of you where you are not part of a family unit. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, but we'll have a quick check-in on love and romance for you, Libra. Okay, Libra, love and romance. What does Libra need to know in regard to love and romance, please? Love and romance for our Libra. Yeah, definitely. In depth. Don't you love it when you see confirmation of what I've just sort of told you? In depth, connecting on a deeper level or complex feelings. So we've got a bit of both here. You know, your partner has very complex feelings. You have complex feelings because you are fearful of stuff here. They have complex feelings, and that's why you're fearful, because you're struggling to understand those. You're just slightly off kilter at the moment, okay? That's all it is, Libra. Heartfelt, convoluted. So, you know, in depth, needing to connect on a deeper level with this person so that we can resolve this issue and you know, use this to strengthen this commitment here. Because we do also see endless love. This could be the one you've waited for to love forever. Engaged, wedding, and commitment. Okay, so once again, we're seeing that commitment energy. So, you know, regardless of what level of connection you and this person are already in, we're seeing that deepening, which is once again that deepening, that longer term, strengthening the bond, longer term, and coming around. Okay, they're being a bit off with the fairies, and you know, like I said, aloof and independent at the moment. They're coming around. You need to have a talk with them, honestly, and show them that there's other ways or other options on how to get through this, and that you're there to support them. And you know, hoping for another chance and wanting to try again. Regrets and reconciling. Okay, so they know that they're doing that to you, and it's really needing to remember to be calm with this situation, Libra, because I'm just sort of feeling that if you fly off the handle about this, that's just going to make things worse, and it's going to make it a struggle to reconcile all this sort of insecure energy that's going on in the connection. Okay, so just be aware of that. That's what we have for you today, Libra. You are more than welcome to check any other strong placement that you do have. Please subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know right now, please? Aquarius, messages for Aquarius. Just clarify this first card for Aquarius. Just clarify what that first card for Aquarius is about, please. Is that a specific person? Is that a specific person for Aquarius? If so, who? Okay, Aquarius. I do firstly have the flowers. Okay. But the second card I have here is the scythe. So that shows us that we're breaking free from this flowers energy, which the flowers is generally speaking a positive energy. So to be breaking free from that and a sudden unexpected change to that shows us that there is an issue with that flowers energy. So I did clarify that with the garden. Okay, so the things that are coming through there with those two cards coming through. This is in regard to somebody who is not giving back to you, Aquarius. It's like a one-sided relationship, okay? Because the garden talks about, it's like a very public social kind of energy, and it does talk about meeting people halfway. And the flowers is about reciprocal energy, you know, giving and receiving. So with both of those showing us what you're sort of what's ending here, what you're sort of breaking, what you're cutting out. I feel like it's something that's not giving equally here. And it's not meeting halfway, and that's why it's sort of you're breaking free from that. So I do feel as though this is your challenge this week, Aquarius. You know, you may have a lot of fear about breaking free from this connection because of the fact that this person is the house. Okay, so this person, for a lot of you, they may be part of your family. Okay, this may be cutting out a family member. Um, with the garden, it definitely could be like a lot more of a sociable aspect. So, you know, like a family friend that you're cutting out. I do feel like you're cutting somebody out this week or choosing to, you know, that's it. Because the scythe can be very impulsive, sort of all of a sudden, I'm just going to like, I can't handle this anymore. That's it. I'm throwing in the towel kind of energy. And it does appear to be because somebody is not giving to this connection, and like you're just kind of sick of it. I feel that you've been giving to this person. You've been, you know, you have always felt like this person, they're kind of like your security blanket. They're someone that you've always felt very secure in that relationship, but you kind of just realizing that it's not that anymore. That, you know, they may have felt like home to you in the past. They may have felt like family to you in the past, regardless of whether they're an actual family member or, you know, just a friend. For some of you, a workmate as well. I'm picking up for one or two of you. They're just not meeting you halfway. It's like you're going out of your way to be this stable, secure energy for this person, but they're not doing that for you. And you're kind of realizing that, and you know, I've been giving so much time, love, energy. You know, I've been trying to meet up with this person. I've been asking them out to coffee dates and, you know, come to this event with me. I've been inviting them places, and they never show up for me. So that's it. I'm cutting that ish out. I'm not dealing with that anymore because, you know, I deserve better than someone who's not going to show up for me. You're getting on that ship and going. We have the ship coming through for you here. The ship's pretty fast energy followed off that scythe. It's very, very fast energy. This is a sort of a decision you're making out of nowhere, and it's kind of like you just sort of realize there may be something happening this week that you kind of go, it's like the final straw is what I'm getting here this week. You're realizing that, you know, you're committed to this person, but they're not committed to you. And so you're kind of like, that's it. It feels like a big challenge to, you know, break free from that person because they have been a, you know, maybe a very long-standing person in your life for some of you as well. But you deserve better, Aquarius. Honestly, this is, you know, getting on your ship. And once you set sail, you know, putting some distance between yourself and this person. You're breaking free, and then you're putting some distance between yourself and this person. The ship takes us to brand new lands unexplored. It takes us to, you know, all your ships filling up with treasure. It's new adventures. It's new new land to explore. It's everything works out for you with the ship, and especially that such a quick energy there. You're making this decision relatively quickly, but it is important to do this gently and calmly as well. Okay, because I feel like for some of you, you may be putting some physical distance between yourself and this person as well. You might be like, that's it, I'm just gonna, like, because I'm hearing someone saying, that's it, I'm going on this holiday without you then. Because you've invited them somewhere and you're like, you don't know whether they're going to show up or not. And you're just like, that's it, I'm just going to cut you out. I'm not even going to bother telling you and updating you on the situation. I'm just going to go by myself. I don't even care anymore. Like, that's kind of, I'm picking that up for someone here too. That you're just like, that's it, I'm just going. I'm just going to go without you. I'm leaving this person behind. They're not pulling their weight. I deserve better than that. I'm going to have more fun on my own than I would if they were, with me, because I would just be spending the whole time giving to them, and it would be all about them. So, because I feel like this is someone that, when you do actually meet up with them, it's like you're giving everything. You're giving your time, your love, your energy, your money in some cases here. Like, you're paying for you meet up for coffee. You're the one that's always paying for the coffees. You're the one who has to, reschedule your day to fit them in. They never bother rescheduling their day because their day is more important. It's that kind of energy here. This person's just not a stable factor in your life anymore, and you're realizing that and going, that's it, I'm cutting this out. But you do need to approach this very calmly, and because you do know that you deserve better, and that this person is just not honoring the commitment that you are the same way. So being steadfast, no matter how scary this is to do this, facing this challenge. This is your challenge this week, Aquarius, to do this and cut this out of your life, because you honestly just deserve better. Like, and there's new journeys for you on the other side of doing this. So, I feel like if that's a concern for you, don't be concerned, because the energy on the other side of this cutout is good. Okay, but we'll check in for love for you. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius with love and romance? What does Aquarius need to know in regard to love and romance, please? Yeah, so I'm seeing that's kind of backed up here in your love energy as well. We do have the ephemeral. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Ephemeral. Having a brief affair or a rocky relationship. Short term, having fun. So there may be a little bit of a fling this week as well. Maybe that's why we're going on a little bit of a journey. That's it. I can have more fun on my own and have a bit of a fling while I'm at it. But we do have exploring. So very similar to that ship energy. Starting a new adventure, exploring what better things are out there that are actually going to give back. Testing the waters or still looking for the right one. Search and another path. So yeah, you're definitely ready to explore those distant shores and uncharted lands, uncharted waters. Control. Taking responsibility for both actions and emotions. Stepping up and steering. That's taking control of yourself, taking control of, if you're not going to be there for me, well then, do you know what? I'm going to control the situation. I'm going to cut you off and move on forward, because I've got all this exploring to do, and, I'm going to have a bit of fun on the way. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Aquarius. You are more than welcome to check out other strong placements that you may have. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this format or you prefer it with the individual readings. Let me know. I appreciate that. Like I said, just trying it out this week and see how I go. Catch you all again soon.